can we start the Metallic sort of brand, I suppose? I think it's termed as a Commvault venture, and it's been going in the States for I think it's about a year now. So can you, for those of us in EMEA, if you like, give us a bit of an insight into how and when it came about and what's been going on up to now?
Sure, so happy to, Phil. So as you mentioned, Metallic is our Commvault SAP backup as a service based in the cloud. So it's been running in the US now for just over a year. Metallic had its first birthday last week, in fact. So we're really excited that Metallic is coming to EMEA very, very shortly. And customers will be able to benefit as well right from the get-go in EMEA from some e-discovery capabilities, specifically around Office 365 and endpoints as well, which we feel is really important, as we've seen in this pandemic, people working from home, customers moving more to Exchange Online, for example, and with people working from home as well, the data potentially moving from the data center to the endpoint. So again, we're really excited to bring Metallic to EMEA, and the beauty for our customers is Metallic is based on our core backup and recovery software. So we've got that 20-year pedigree of protecting data.
Okay, and I mean, if you do know, what's the traction been, I suppose, so far in the States? I'm guessing it's been quite successful, hence the reason it's being rolled out in EMEA, but sort of customer uptake and feedback.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, I think we've seen that shift where customers want simplicity and the ability to quickly deploy, backup and data protection. So being able to do that from a SaaS-based environment gives customers simplicity, rapid time to value. And we've seen an uptake across a wide variety of industries in the US, and we expect exactly the same in EMEA. So we've seen financial services organizations, governmental organizations, automotive, hospitality, non-profit, manufacturing. So the whole market segments and industry segments are shifting to software as a service-based solutions, and that ability to quickly turn on data protection. So we're expecting exactly the same in EMEA.
And I think I've seen that for the EMEA specific, you've announced, I think it was cloud storage. Was that last week or a few days ago? And then more recently now it's the sort of data protection suite. So can you give, within a reasonable period of time, if you like, can you give us an overview of those two solutions, what they're sort of bringing to the market?
Absolutely. So if we take the Metallic cloud storage service first, I think we've seen some customers struggle with the complexity of cloud and concerns around the security of it. So, where do they put their data? How do they manage the tiering within the cloud? So the Metallic cloud storage service solution really enables customers that use our either hyperscale X appliances today or our backup and recovery software on premise to quickly and simply switch on a cloud-based target, which we host that within Azure. So it's really quick to switch on that secondary copy into the cloud. It's obviously secure. Data's encrypted with AES 256-bit encryption in flight and at rest. The keys for the customer are automatically deployed, and the customer owns those keys themselves. So, we bring that tight security, rapid time to value of being able to enable cloud as a secondary copy. And, we think that's a big benefit for customers, especially within the mid-market that have struggled to maybe adopt cloud. The wider portfolio covers really three core areas. For Metallic, for Office 365, that enables us to protect Exchange Online, SharePoint, Teams data, OneDrive data, and project data for customers. We also enable an e-discovery edition for that. So the compliance that we were talking about earlier is an option customers can switch on in EMEA from day one. We offer Metallic for endpoints. Again, as we have seen data shift from the data center to the endpoint with people working from home, the ability to protect that data and also, again, do search and e-discovery and legal hold on data is brought together within the Metallic for endpoint solutions. And then we've got Metallic Core, and the Metallic Core enables us to protect either on-premise or cloud-based workloads for Microsoft, Linux, and SQL applications. So again, the beauty of these solutions is it's very quick and simple for customers to switch on data protection with subscription-based pricing, predictable pricing, and with no capex outlays. So again, very quick, very simple, and customers have been able to set up data protection in as little as 15 minutes.
As you say, in the current scenario, I guess that flexibility is good for people, with their storage. I guess is the profile of storage is maybe a little bit volatile at the moment. So having that ability just to fire up more or dial down a bit, is that one of the attractions of this?
It is, absolutely. And the O365 and endpoint editions are simply based on number of users that you need to license, and if you need to increase that, then obviously you can top up your subscription. The Metallic Core, again, is very simply based on front-end terabytes, so the amount of actual data you need to protect, not the number of copies which is stored in the cloud at the back end. And one of the beauties of the Metallic Core solution is we offer this SaaS Plus model. So for customers that want the rapid time to deploy a new data protection solution, but already have maybe an Azure or an AWS storage account, then they can choose to use their own storage accounts with Metallic Core to save a copy of data in the cloud, or retain the data on premise in what we call an active copy. And that's really critically important for those critical applications which need fast recovery. So again, we've given customers a lot of choice and flexibility in how they deploy Metallic and where that data needs to be kept.
I guess, compliance, you alluded to the security, the encryption part earlier, but I guess compliance is another part of that security part. People are obviously very concerned with where their data is, how it's protected. Is that something that you've sort of helped them address with this technology?
No, absolutely. And again, I think compliance considerations are top of mind for a lot of organizations. And again, especially, I'm starting to call it the fog layer, as data moves from the data center or from the cloud back into endpoints or to edge computing infrastructures like in manufacturing sites. The ability to be able to search for data, scan for it, find where your sensitive data is, potentially place it on legal hold is an absolute requirement. And especially within EMEA, especially with GDPR, data sovereignty issues, the ability to know where your data is and be able to search for it, place it on legal hold is critically important. And as I say, for our customers in EMEA, they've got access to that day one with Metallic for endpoint and for Office 365.
And just something, this may be a stupid question, but apologies. The relationship then between Metallic and Commvault, is Metallic a service only available to existing Commvault customers who want the addition of cloud, or is it a separate entity that anyone can just go straight to the Metallic portfolio?
It's just, as you rightly say, it's just another part of Commvault's portfolio. And I think it's the flexibility for customers to choose what's right for them is the important thing. So, existing customers that maybe use our software or appliance technology today on premise, if they want to then start adopting Office 365 or endpoint data protection, they can choose to do that, with Metallic, but still manage everything through our command center or console today. That's part of our core software stack. So you can manage both environments through the same interface. For other customers, for brand new customers, they can switch on, for example, Metallic through the Azure Marketplace. For customers and enterprise customers that have an Azure agreement with enterprise agreement with Microsoft, they can consume with their Azure credits Metallic for Office 365 straight through that contract. So, flexibility is there for both existing customers and for brand new customers. And we've tried to make it as simple as possible to install and sign up. So you can head to metallic.io. If you go to metallic.io/trial, you can get a 30-day trial of Metallic. And like I say, you can be up and running in as little as 15 minutes. So it's all about simplicity, but with the security and the flexibility that, the broad range of customers Metallic will serve, have the right solution for them.
And it might be a bit premature, bearing in mind you're sort of just announcing that you're sort of present in EMEA, but in the States, I mean, are there other models that will become available in EMEA in time, or will the two now run more in parallel? So when something's launched in the States, it'll be simultaneously available in EMEA. I guess the roadmap going forward in simple terms.
Yeah, you'll continue to see a lot of innovation. So, for example, the additions around the discovery editions are, have recently been launched in the US and are coming straight to EMEA. So, we will start to definitely innovate more with Metallic as we move forward across the year. And you'll start to see more parallel releases, really, because that's one of the benefits of a SaaS model. You don't have to worry about the upkeep of the environment. That's managed for you. And also, obviously, those new features and functionalities will automatically become available for customers to switch on as well.
And maybe just finally, in terms of the storage landscape more broadly, it might be slightly unfair to put you on the spot, but are there any sort of other trends, things you're seeing, whether they're pandemic related or they were sort of happening already in terms of how the storage market is developing, I suppose?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a really interesting kind of 7 or 8 months for everybody, I think, especially for businesses. So, as businesses are looking to be more agile in the products and services that they sell to their customer base, the flexibility to maybe spin up workloads in the cloud, I think, has started to accelerate. So from our own customer base, we've seen probably 49% of our customers want to accelerate more to the cloud and adopt more digital collaboration technologies. I think you're going to see more of that. Multi-cloud, obviously been in the background for a while. Again, customers are wanting to shift workloads based on either features and functions which come out from those cloud providers, or even based on costs, quite frankly. They want the simplicity to consume compute and storage where they need it for the right cost. And obviously we're seeing things like Kubernetes become more relevant, especially within the enterprise space, as customers look to re-platform their existing on-premise solutions and take advantage of the cloud and the scalability and elasticity that the cloud gives. So, but cloud isn't right for everybody, right? Some customers want to take workloads back from the cloud, so we've seen a bit of that. But what we feel as though we've got with Metallic is we can cover all of those customer choices and manage it through that simple interface and simple way by providing Metallic as an easy to consume subscription offering. So, the storage estate will continue to change and innovate, and that can only be for the benefit of customers, really.
Okay. Well, John, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Pleasure. No problem, Phil.